Each year, 20 million leapers of a more playful kind arrive in the world's toy shops from a tiny part of Mexico. The jumping bean is really the seed of a desert shrub. Only a few show this odd leaping. The seeds, imported as novelty toys, seem to have a mind of their own. There really is a mind behind the jumping. A moth caterpillar lives and feeds inside the seed. The caterpillars flip their home to escape. They not only feel the heat, light makes them jumpy. They fuss and fidget into the shade. This behavior is a lifesaver in the hot Mexican desert. The caterpillar repairs the damage by weaving a silken wall. It grips onto the silk wall when it leaps, and the shape of the bean helps it roll. For weirdness, the Mexican jumping bean is hard to beat. But Shafaka lemurs from Madagascar turn leaping into a surreal ballet. The secret of their graceful pogoing stems from a life in the trees. They can leap 30 meters with ease. These acrobatic skills have to be modified for the challenge of moving over the ground. The legs act as springs, and feet curled for gripping become landing pads. With no branches to grab, the arms are free to act as stabilizers. Every move of the legs is complemented by a matching move of the arms. The balletic poses maintain perfect balance. Shafakas only show such bizarre and beautiful motion because they evolved for a life in the trees. The same is true of the bush baby. This time-slice sequence shows the various poses a bush baby adopts as it jumps. It leaps 2¼ meters in height, equivalent to us clearing 2 stacked double-decker buses. To achieve this, the legs and feet act like springs, converting the energy of impact back into propulsion. It really does have a spring in its step. It waits until the peak of its jump before reaching out. The tail acts as a counterbalance. It's like a rubber ball with a brain, almost impossible for a predator to catch. This sequence freezes a bush baby as it becomes airborne. But gliding animals specialize in prolonging their time in the air. The golden tree frog of Malaysia is a treetop acrobat. Usually it hops just a few meters. But if it meets a golden tree snake, it happily makes a leap into the unknown. As it plummets, spread limbs slow its descent and its webbed feet double up as a parachute. The javan flying frog goes one better. Its webbed feet have evolved into miniature wings. Instead of parachuting, it paraglides at an angle. But it's the Wallace frog that achieves aeronautical perfection. Its huge webbed feet become aerofoils that slow and control its descent. It glides as far forward as the distance it falls. As well as winged feet, its whole body is aerodynamically shaped. This is classic evolution. One feature progressively improved until perfection is achieved. Lizards lack webbed feet, so they expand other body features to get their wings. The flying gecko's impressive glide angle is due to wing-like fringes on its body. Every available edge has an aerodynamic extension. But it's the Draco lizard whose design really flies. A huge aerofoil turns the Draco into a living frisbee, while its tail steers like a rudder. Foldable ribs act as support struts to create the perfect wing. The golden tree snake uses other aeronautical tricks for its leap of faith. It loops its body for the ultimate takeoff and projects forward to gain a head start. It then flattens into a ribbon and swims through the air using S-shaped waves of its body. The star of this jungle air show is the owner of the most extravagant wings. From 80 meters up, the Wallace frog glides 80 meters forward. The gecko soars 100 meters. But nothing beats the flying frisbee. The Draco reaches a full 200 meters. Even a flying snake makes 150, complete with a controlled landing.